Hello, and welcome to another episode of Kirk's Car Reviews. This is part 2 of 2 of the ultimate German car show. Here it is. This is the Porsche Carrera GT. As I said, last video has one of the best sounding engines of all time, the V10 engine. Who doesn't love the V10 engine? Every car enthusiast loves the V10 engine. For a fact, that car has a really difficult clutch to operate. What I mean, if you don't know what a clutch is, it's a part of the car. It's a pedal in the car that you need to press in order to shift gears. Now, if you want to go from neutral to first, you have to press down on the clutch, shift into first gear, but then keep your foot on the brake. Slowly start letting go of the clutch. You can take your foot off the brake, and somehow the car is still moving. Really, really magic. And until the clutch is fully up, you can now you can touch the gas. If you touch the gas while you're letting the clutch up, you would stall it and probably have to get a $30,000 service. They're really expensive. Don't buy a Carrera GT. But still, they are really cool cars. It's one of my dream cars. So yeah, here's a cool view of the Porsche 911 Turbo. Another old Porsche 911 Targa. And that same old Porsche 718 Cayman. All really, really cool cars. But that BMW race car right there, that looks like it's like one of those drift cars, seems really, really cool. Really kind of blows my mind a little bit, just a little bit, by all the wide body specs and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Once again, that Carrera GT. So, the weird part about it is it has like the roof can come off, but the roof can come off in two pieces, and it could somehow fit in the trunk, as Doug DeMuro quoted himself. Here's a Porsche 911 Turbo, or GT3 RS. What are some other cars? We'll see. So that makes 2 Carrera GTs at this car show in total. Really, really cool cars. I genuinely love the Carrera GT. I just love the Carrera GT. Once again, he's doing the clutch thing, or probably just pressing on the gas because he's in. Yeah. So, yeah, cool cars. I talked with the kids that were in the car. They know a lot about the car. I asked them a few questions. I asked them if they enjoyed it. And they all said yes. I told them your dad has a really cool car. Okay, so this yellow car right here is partly German, but it's also American, because it has a Chevrolet. It was owned by General Motors, which is an American company, and had like a Chevy V8 making 110 horsepower, which is actually not a lot of horsepower in my opinion. Still really cool cars. And the pop-up headlights aren't actually pop-up headlights. They're flip-up headlights. So they flip. The headlights flip in order for the headlights to come up. It's really, really cool that Opel did that. Today, Opel makes this, they used to make the Speedster, which is kind of like the Opel GT in a few traits. It's kind of, the Opel Speedster is kind of cool, except it doesn't have a V8, it has an inline 4, and it's slightly related to the Lotus Elise. So yeah. The carbon fiber hood on the GT2 RS. I think all GT2 RSs have the carbon fiber hood. And as you can see, he's putting the pieces of the roof in the trunk somehow, as Mr. Doug DeMuro quoted. I'm saying that again. I don't know why. As I said earlier, I'm talking with the kids whose dad had the car. I asked them a few questions. Why am I telling you guys this again? I don't know why. I just really got excited when I saw this car. It was mind-blowing. Eventually in the show, another Carrera GT showed up, and I wasn't even looking when it showed up. So, how did it even get there? I also heard that Carrera GTs are extremely dangerous cars. In fact, back when Paul Walker died, he actually died in one of these cars. Except it was red, not silver. By the way, all the Carrera GTs in this video are silver, with different rim colors or caliper colors. But still, really cool cars. Although they're dangerous, I really don't care. They're just cool cars to see and listen to. As you can see, when you don't really necessarily have to wait until you get to 70 miles an hour till the aeroactive spoiler comes up. You can press it with a press of a button. The spoiler could come up. It's cool. Also, did I mention the engine is in the back, which looks really cool? What else about the Carrera GT? Near the exhaust pipes, that part is made out of carbon fiber. One of my favorite materials, in my opinion. It's just really cool to see another Carrera GT. Those are worth around $1 million today, and only 1,270 were made because of how dangerous they were. Once again, with this 959, a weird fact about this car is that Porsche decided to put them in the Group B rally racing, which is weird because that technically means they wanted to make this race in dirt, which I think is a really bad idea. Sorry, Porsche, but no offense. The reason is because that four-wheel drive system was so advanced for the first time that they wanted to make it a rally car. Now, I personally think it wouldn't be cool for one of the fastest cars in the world at one point to be a car that races in dirt. Just I don't think it's a good idea. If you're looking forward to making a car company, if you build a really fast four-wheel drive car, don't make it into a rally car. Don't. I'm telling you, don't. What other things about the Porsche 959? Maybe about 500 were made, or 236, around that number. That's how much were made. They're really rare. And the 959S is even rarer. They only built 20 of them, and that only was 5 miles per hour faster, aka it went 200 miles an hour. Still, really, 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 really cool. Nothing really too much to see, except that really cool Carrera 4S, that Porsche 911 Carrera 4S. The reason why Porsche names their cars 4S or S or 4 is because 4 stands for the four-wheel drive, which is very advanced, and the S is the sport model. So if you combine the 4 with the S, you get a 4S. Really cool cars. So here's some more footage. Once again, I'm talking about the SLS AMGs and the AMG TTs. Now this is a Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 Club Sport, which is originally made for racing. And the blue one is a Porsche 911 GT3 RS, specs for club racing. And yeah. So I'm walking by, and I see this Porsche 356A Roadster. I think it's a Roadster. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Roadster or Speedster. And once again, these had the flat 4 engines. I don't think I mentioned that yet, but yeah, they have flat 4 engines. The engine is in the back, like all Porsche 911s and Porsche 356s and all the Porsches, most of the Porsches, except one, which is the Cayenne and the Panamera and the Macan. And one model is electric. It's called the Taycan. I didn't see it at the show today. It's probably because I don't like electric cars. And nobody likes electric cars except some people. No offense if I offended them if you think you like electric cars. I don't really like electric cars. That's just my opinion. Everybody just has opinions. So, looking at this interesting color, this 911, it looks really strange. I don't really see brown Porsche 911s. They look really strange. Now that's another Porsche 911. So I have more footage I will eventually show you. It's gonna pop up in a few seconds, but still, looking at these 911s, it seems interesting. And yeah, I just love 911s. Who doesn't love 911s? Who doesn't love Porsches? Who doesn't love German cars? I mean, I love German cars. Okay, so here's some more footage. Once again, I'm coming past the Audi Quattro. Really cool car. And as I walk closer, you're going to notice some people will probably be surprised by this. I spotted the Aston Martin Virage Dragon 88. Now, these were limited to 88 cars, which is one of the rarest cars I've ever seen. Probably has a V8 or V12 that Aston Martin usually uses. And, it has a New Jersey license plate. When I think of it having the name Dragon 88, I think of the Chinese market. I think of Chinese New Year. And so that was the video on the ultimate German car show. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you. And I mean you. There's probably multiple people. Wait. Can't really see. Probably. I will see you. And I mean you. Next time. Ah!